I get a lot of questions from my website, and I've asked Barbara to conduct a Q&A with me. So, Barbara, what's the first question?
Our first question is from Renata. She wants to know if there is any benefit in using 2 different brands of neurotoxins at one treatment session.
So actually, that's quite an interesting question, because when I first started, we were led to believe that there was a difference between neurotoxins in terms of diffusion, was one of the aspects. So I thought that I would experiment and do that because we wanted to have more of a diffuse action on the forehead. In other words, to spread it around rather than having a more precise treatment with a different neurotoxin for this area of the glabella and perhaps around the eyes. And I found that there was no difference. And I think subsequently there isn't, in the data, the research, there is no benefit from using different brands of neurotoxin at one treatment session.
But you can use different ones.
You could, but I can't see the point. I did at one point think there was, there would be a good reason, but I don't do that anymore. So.
Okay, good. Charlotte is 36 years old and she's developed dents on the corners of her eyes due to volume loss. Can filler be used in this area, or is it too close to the eye?
So I'm guessing you're referring to this area here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's 36, I think you said. Was it?
36.
Yeah. So some people do have more of a sort of tear trough, this area here, or depression around the eyes from an earlier age. And you could use certainly filler in this area. You have to be very careful not to use a thick filler, but a light filler. And you have to get it at the right depth to make sure that it's not prominent and not too superficial, where you may get something called Tyndall's effect, where it's a blue light or blue sheen to it. The other thing that's quite interesting is, because of her age, perhaps, again, depending on assessment, one could look at things like polynucleotides as well now for this area. And certainly they seem to be quite good in around the eye, particularly.
And it's safe, right?
And safe. Well, in the right hands, it's safe. You've got to know what you're doing. Again, there's anatomy here that you've got to be mindful of and be aware of.
Because I see a lot of the questions we get when it comes to the eyes, everybody's so nervous. Is it safe? Is it safe? It's safe in the right hands.
It's safe in the right hands. It's not to be taken by to be done by a beginner or someone that doesn't have a knowledge, experience of using fillers, or a knowledge of the anatomy as well. So be careful.
Okay. Our next question is from Phyllis. She's 61 years old and is asking which treatment options would be best for targeting dimpled and loose chin skin.
Chin skin. So 2 things there. So loose skin and dimpled skin. So if there's a dimpling, or one could use Botox to get rid of the dimpling for a start. If you've got loose skin, you can use, again, a fine filler. Again, I would be very careful not to use a too thick a filler. We actually have something called harmonica or harmonize. I always get to pronounce it wrong. But in this particular area where we have skin laxity, which is very good for improving that loose and crepey skin. The other one is, Profilo is another good skin hydrator, if you like, as well. And some of the lighter fillers are as well. Skin boosters, they call them.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, so please keep sending in the questions. Go to my website to do so. And I look forward to talking more about some of the other questions at some point.